Hey, this is Bob Allen from Royal Range. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to demonstrate shooting a semi-automatic pistol through a coat, like you're carrying it in your coat pocket and you need to fire at something through your coat, not pull the gun out of your coat. So one of my private students was carrying this way and said he believed this would work. He's been betting his life on it for about a month. He's been carrying around that way. So we brought him in and tested that out and found out some interesting things, which I'm going to demonstrate for you here. So let me put my earplug in, my glasses on, load my pistol up, and then I'm going to put it in my coat like he was carrying it, and we'll see what happens. So the pistol's loaded, you can see it. I'm going to put it in the coat like he had it, and I'll fire at it. So if you notice, I got 2 shots off. You heard those and saw those. If you look, the slide, the ejection port, caught the coat. Notice the slide's halfway back, and it won't fire again. So if those 2 shots would have worked, great. But what if I needed 4 shots to make the attacker stop? So it's never recommended you shoot a semi-automatic pistol out of a coat. And the other thing that's never recommended, generally never recommended, is you carry a gun in anything without it being in a holster. That goes, ladies, for your purse. Guys, that goes for your pocket, carrying in your waistband. It always needs to be in a holster because things can get involved in that trigger and make it negligently or accidentally go off. I'll show you in just a moment how, if you need to carry out of a coat, a better way to do it. Okay, so like we said, we don't carry these guns in our pocket, coat pocket, pants pocket, or anything without being in a holster. So here's a Ruger revolver loaded up, and I would be carrying this way in my pants pocket or in this coat pocket, all right? So if you had it in your coat pocket and you see trouble coming and you think, man, I need to really get it out of this holster and keep it in my pocket, yet I want the gun to be able to fire through the coat, then obviously I would take it out of the holster and it's sitting like this. So imagine that's what you're seeing inside this coat, okay? So I'm gonna drop the holster, put in my earplug, put my glasses on, put the pistol in my pocket. So again, remember it wasn't a holster. I pulled it out of the holster while keeping my gun in hand and everything in the pocket. So now I'm gonna fire through this coat with a revolver and we'll see what happens. So as you can tell, it fired all the rounds from this Ruger revolver. So the thing my private student learned was that thing he was dependent on to bet his life on, that he could shoot through a coat with a semi-auto, proved not to work 3 times in a row. We could have kept doing it and it kept failing because it gets caught in the coat. The slide does, as you saw in the first part of this video. If you had to run a pistol in your pocket, coat pocket, and you had to shoot through it, then really a revolver is the only way to do that. And remember, it starts off in the holster. And the reason it doesn't get caught is because the cylinder just revolves, and it can actually do that inside your coat. If you got any question about this training video or any others, come see us at Royal Range.